Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Malique Fernander, and I'm here to speak to you on my research paper titled, Is Social Media Positively Affecting the Bahamian Food Industry? As someone who frequently uses social media and observes the rapid evolution of the food scene in the Bahamas, I became interested in the way digital platforms shape our everyday decisions, particularly when it comes to food. From a consumer standpoint, we often rely on what we see online to decide where to eat, what to try, and even what to avoid. From a business standpoint, visibility and engagement on platforms like TikTok and Instagram are now crucial to attracting and retaining customers. This research bridges those two views. It explores how social media, particularly through visual content and peer interaction, impacts the visibility, credibility, and success of food businesses in the Bahamas. It also contributes to the limited body of localized research on digital consumer behavior within our region. This study was guided by three key objectives: to determine whether social media positively impacts food business visibility and customer engagement in the Bahamas, two, to assess behavioral patterns among Bahamian consumers in relation to the food content online. Three, to explore correlation between how frequently individuals use social media and how much they trust the food content they encounter. The study focused on four main variables: social media frequency, which is how often individuals use platforms like TikTok or Instagram to find food related content; trust in reviews, measuring how much users believe in food related posts; platform preference, which platforms people use most frequently for food discovery; and consumer action, whether they visit a food business after seeing it promoted online. Louis et al. In 2022 found that food content increased desire and intention to purchase. Evans et al. In 2021 highlighted how peer reviews and influencer content drive higher levels of trust. Chen and Park in 2023 demonstrated that TikTok has become the most influential platform among young consumers. These findings align closely with what we see here in the Bahamas. A structured survey was distributed digitally over a 10-day period between July 5th and July 14th. 100 valid responses were collected. The survey included demographic and behavior related questions. Two statistical tests were applied: the chi-square and Spearman correlation. These methods allowed for descriptive and inferential analysis. Three hypotheses were tests. Hypothesis one being younger consumers are more likely to visit a business after seeing it online. Hypothesis two being there is a positive relation between social media usage frequency and trust in content. Hypothesis three, platform preferences among consumer behavior based on descriptive data. Our findings found that 85% of participants visited a food business after seeing it online. This information is very, very important because this often can be attributed to the effect of seeing food before purchasing. That often boosts people's trust and comfortability with trying new fast food items and food in general. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook were the top platforms. TikTok, being a video-based platform that is high-paced, would be a very good choice for any food influencer or any sort of content creator to be a part of because of its fast-paced nature. Instagram and Facebook are also becoming a little bit more relevant in that kind of sphere, but as it stands right now, TikTok is the clear performer. The chi-square showed significance between age and behavior, and the Spearman correlation showed moderate relationship as well. Social media is a strategic necessity for food businesses. Authentic content and peer engagement are more trusted than ads. High quality visuals are critical to engagement and conversation. Even smaller home-based vendors can benefit from showing up online. My recommendations are as follows. One is to maintain a strong visual presence on platforms like TikTok and Instagram. In my own personal experience, I can say that TikTok and Instagram have guided me into places that I have not known existed. In a lot of cases, I end up being in an area that I know a food place to be that I've seen online, and I will purposefully make a note to go and make a trip there whenever I have a little bit more time. Number two, which is to encourage user-generated content and engagement. A lot of audiences try to resonate a little bit more when it comes to more personalized and relatable content. So something that is a little bit more down to earth instead of from a business standpoint or having a well thought out planned commercial. Sometimes it can be a social media joke or a meme. Government agencies should offer digital training for vendors. I agree with this point, especially because I understand that the government's marketing department is a bit lacking and they try to outsource a lot of their work as well. So, if we have digital training for vendors, that should be able to alleviate a lot of the stress of outsourcing things to foreign investors or foreign entities in general. Schools should include digital marketing in business education. I do agree with that as well. I agree with this wholeheartedly because with digital marketing really does encompass most of marketing in general now. Not very often do you see physically printed ads running very often. Billboards, sure, but I know for a fact that there are a lot more digital billboards popping up, and it makes a lot more sense to use those means of going about it because it can stick. The sample size was limited to 100 digitally engaged responses. That can be a bit limiting because some people may have some biases towards certain things. Also, self-reporting may also introduce bias as well. Some people may just answer certain things believe because they should, and not because that's their genuine answer. There's really no way to alleviate that. Trends on platforms can also evolve quickly. I can say for a fact that I've seen the rise and fall of many smaller businesses and companies because of trends on platforms just simply changing. Um, I know that Popeyes had a chicken sandwich that they were marketing and caused a lot of other brands to pick up on chicken sandwiches as well. Nowadays, there are people popping up with chicken sandwiches job spots and they are failing. And I can attribute that to simply being there are different things in circulation of social palette, as I like to say. So future research should include vendors, broader regions, and economic metrics. In conclusion, social media has a positive and measurable impact on the Bahamian food industry. It drives discovery, enhances visibility, and motivates consumer action. Those who embrace social media will stay competent. Social media is becoming such a dominant force in the marketing sphere that it is often seen as the new physical print marketing. You can see now, even when it comes to billboard advertisement, it is becoming more focused on just attention grabbing rather than really truly forming connections and drawing people in when it comes to conveying something about projects and products. Social media is in everyone's hands, is in everyone's face, and social media is something that is very deeply connected and personal. And it opens a very, very niche opportunity to resonate directly with consumers and directly with people who are in the market and are simply just looking to participate in the things that are out there as a consumer. And the more we relate to them as marketers and as business owners and business entities, the more success we will have a grasp on. Thank you for your time, and I am happy to give this presentation.